Center circle. She will jump against Danielle Rainey in just a moment. You talk about the transfer portal. Rainey has been through the transfer portal a few places. TCU, Florida, so a couple of Power 5 schools, and then was at Eastern Michigan before joining Eastern Kentucky here. She loses the opening tap as Berkman helps Liberty gain the opening possession.
By the way, happy birthday to Mya Berkman. Turns 23 today.
Brown with the first shot from the corner. Nothing but net for her.
What a way to start for Dee Brown. We're used to her getting into the paint, going to the bucket, but starting out from the three always feels good.
Preseason All-ASUN player, shooting 33% from behind the arc. A career-high 19 points last Saturday. That was senior night, technically, here inside Liberty Arena. And on her senior night, she put up 19 against Queens. Mid-range pull-up is good for Antoinette Walker.
And Jordan Bailey has been given a very difficult assignment in having to guard her, and that's going to be hard. That mid-range game is so good for Walker.
Full starting five there at the bottom of your screen, and meanwhile down the left side of the lane, the player you just talked about, Kennedy Williams.
Well, that's what she'll do, and Mya Berkman is taking up so much space on the block. She gets so much attention, so you can't come off and help. It's a great opportunity for guards to get into the paint.
So each of the impact players already into the scoring column. This is Marissa Mackins, another transfer. Misses the scoop shot with the left hand. She actually came to this program from another ASUN school in North Florida, so she has actually been an ASUN all-first teamer, but not with the Colonels yet. Williams misses that shot, and the rebound is tracked down by Walker.
Coach Todd had such great things to say about Mackins, just been an integral part of what this team has done.
Ariel Kirkwood with a bucket. She came from Morehead State, which is also where Greg Todd came from. So that was a little bit of an easier recruiting pitch, probably.
That's right. You love that transition because, you know, not only is she new, but she is new to the school at EKU, but she also gets to teach those other players what coaches like. You know, that is such an interesting piece of, you know, of this puzzle that he has been able to build this program in.
Kirkwood called for the first foul. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at our keys to the game.
Yeah, for the Colonels, they want to limit Liberty to one shot. Everyone knows that Liberty is one of the top in the nation, top 20, but number one in ASUN in rebounding per game. They cannot get more than one shot if the Colonels want to win. And then for Liberty, they want to value the basketball, and that's something, Kyle, that they have been doing as of late. 2 games in a row, their total 18 turnovers. You do not see numbers like that for Liberty, and I think that has been a big part of the success that they've been having against these tougher opponents.
Liberty just had a turnover there. A 3-second violation was whistled against Berkman. Mackins' tough shot is blocked by Hess. That's something Liberty's been doing very well. On top of that, more than 5 blocks per game for the season. Nearly 6 blocks per game against the conference. The top 16 in the country in that category.
Yeah, and I think in general, just the commitment on the defensive end has been so good and really been a change from different seasons.
Offensive rebound, 2 points, and a trip to the line for Mya Berkman.
So there it is, limit Liberty to just one shot. Can't do that with Mya Berkman in the game, and the way that she hunts after that offensive board. Look at her, goes up strong with the contact. 3 players around her, Kyle. We are going to see that for this entire night.
And even worse for EKU, not just the potential 3-point play, but that foul was also on Kirkwood. She has 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes. She comes in averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds a game, but again, that experience with Coach Todd going all the way back to Morehead State. What a shot there by Mackins.
Well, that's on the scouting report. She can be 10 feet off that line and still knock it down. She's got great range, and you've got to locate her quickly in transition.
He played 2 years at Temple before going to North Florida, so another one of those multiple transfers which have become a little more common because of the free transfer with the COVID year and everything else. But here she is from deep.
Yeah, and see, that's why this shot works, because you run the floor and people go into the paint. So Mackins stays out deep and is able to catch and shoot.
Speaking of catch and shoot, Jordan Bailey.
Great inbound set. Terry Green is known for his multiple actions in those inbound sets. Anybody can get a good shot, but when it's run to perfection, you get open looks like that.
Alicia Ricconetti Recanati running the offense for EKU. Gives it to Mackins here. Just continues to prod her way down the lane and eventually gets close enough to hit a runner. Everybody was retreating defensively, and Mackins kept pushing the issue. She has 5 points already.
And Eastern Kentucky wants to be the aggressor here. They want to draw fouls from Liberty, try to get them in foul trouble, get to the rim. Speaking of get to the rim, she misses on that one, but that's what D. Brown does best.
That's too close to the rim almost. That shot hit the bottom side of the cylinder. It does stay with Liberty, and the shot clock does go to 20. See Peen Steenbergen subbing in for Liberty. Early sub here, just about 4 minutes in, taking the place of Emma Hess. Bailey pops open. This time gives it to Berkman. Berkman finds the angle to feed Bailey, who scores it, plus a foul on Recanati.
That pass had a high level of difficulty on it, but somehow Mya Berkman got it to her. Look at the pressure up top. Excellent defense by EKU. Somehow gets it to Bailey inside, who goes in strong. Couple baskets now for Jordan Bailey. Love to see that early.
Strong on the free throw, almost 78% this season. Walker with the long outlet ahead. Eastern Kentucky will push it. They're top 25 in the nation in points per game. This time it results in a turnover, though, as Steenbergen takes it away for LU. Bailey, catch and shoot 3. That's off the mark. Banks off the glass into the hands of Berkman, and a loose ball foul here. That's the 4th foul already on EKU.
Well, Mya Berkman causes many players to get taken special care of this offseason, and she's done a terrific job. And on the other side, it's Bridget Redstadt. We've said her name a lot. She's an Ohio native. I think there's a little incentive playing against Ohio University. She was not recruited by them, and I'm sure that is a little fuel for the fire. Played against some of these players, though, in high school in that circuit growing up. But just a terrific player, as we've already mentioned. Shoots outside, had a great game last week against Belmont Abbey, and just one of those seniors on the floor that she needs to have a lot of minutes tonight.
Interesting, too, is that Redstadt, 3 or 4 for LU, pretty good at hitting the 3. Hooks, the point guard, a little reluctant. Beautiful pass coming there from Kennedy Williams.
And that was successful because Kennedy Williams drew the defense. She got into the paint, didn't try to make a pass from 5-6 feet away. She made an easy bounce pass inside to Berkman.
Kerry Green might have gotten a call for himself there as Mace took a step. He yelled out, walk. Referee right beside him, and she called it.
How about Kennedy Williams making her impact early in this game? Mya Berkman on that perfect position in the block. And just as we did last week, Kennedy Williams, I'm sure we'll say that name a lot tonight. Just her ability to deliver the ball. Look at that pass from Bridget Redstadt to Mya Berkman, post to post. It's my favorite look.
Here's Hooks with it now. Bobcats looking to respond. Flames on a 6-0 run off the glass and just drops in for Abby Garnett.
And Mya Berkman didn't even see that coming. Just a terrific pass and then follow inside for Ohio.
Smingy, catch and shoot. High arc, looked good coming down, but that'll rattle around and pop out. Here's CeCe Hooks looking ahead, wanted to get it to Mace.
Make or miss, Ohio wants to go in transition.
Johnson, deep 3, no good from the rim. Garnett, off hands, this will stay Bobcat ball.
Just terrific passing here for this Liberty offense. Kennedy Williams to Redstadt to Berkman inside. That's the way to get the ball in the paint. So far, Ohio has done a terrific job at making it very difficult for those interior passes. That is how you break that down.
Yaya Felder enters into the game. Can expect CeCe Hooks to play the majority of this game. 37-38 minutes. Felder kicking. Smingy almost got a hand on it. Sent out. Johnson, pump fake, inside the arc, no good. Offensive board, that's taken in by Redstadt.
And here's where Liberty's got to run. They had numbers. They went slowly. I think that needs to be a point where Liberty tries to take advantage of this really good man-to-man Ohio defense.
Kick, Kenny Williams puts it on the floor, tripped up, and this will remain Liberty ball. Hale checking in. This is Kendall Hale, freshman from Cincinnati. Sent out, red stat. Gets control of it. Kicked out, Smingy. No good. Berkman can't grab it. Garnett sending it off to Hooks. They push the pace again. Liberty being caught up in this transition D again, a little slow to react, and by the time they defend Hooks, she's at the top of the key.
Yeah, that was the very thing that Coach Green was concerned about when I talked to him today. He said we've got to do an excellent job in transition defense if we want to even try to slow them down. And we've seen already, make or miss, CC Hooks or Johnson or whoever it is, who's ever handling the ball, is trying to get into the paint and get open looks early.
Bobcats have only committed 1 foul so far. Flames now up to 4. Hooks gets the second to drop. She's 1 of 4 on the night from the stripe.
It's some full court pressure now by Ohio.
Comes back to Kennedy Williams. Jordan Bailey out for LU. Williams. Bailey putting it up, no good. Goes after her own rebound. Dee Brown has it now. She's in the trees. Throws it up again, and she'll head to the line.
That's what I love about Dee Brown's game. She does not mind contact. She goes up like a post player against 2 other defenders, draws the foul. The miss there by Jordan Bailey. She gets her own rebound for a second, but then Dee Brown goes in strong against 2 defenders, gets the offensive board and a chance at the free throw.
First one no good for Brown. The second one falls through. Hooks has a step. And she lets it rip.
In the last game against Notre Dame, she was double digits in the amount of time she had right-handed layups. By the way, this is a left-handed shooter, but that right side is always open for her.
Nice drive to the hoop by Kennedy Williams. She goes down hard. And we'll head to the line.
Here, Kennedy Williams just cannot keep up with her, and the help comes late. You're going to see a lot of that in this game if Liberty's not able to stop her up on the perimeter.
Williams first will rattle and drop. Yeah, it could be a long night for the Liberty guards with Erica Johnson and CC Hooks. Both good for Williams, and the Flames regain their 1-point lead. Hooks bringing ahead. That's a great test for Kennedy Williams in the sense that we know she can be an offensive dynamo, but will she be able to defend one of the best point guards in the nation? Here's Dee Brown. Has it stripped away from behind. And this will be Liberty ball. Ace checking back in. Garnett heading to the bench. Inbound play, they get it to Smuda, and she'll get it with the right hand.
Bella Smuda could be very important in this game with her length and her ability to make those easy shots by the bucket. But you saw Ohio and the way they defended in the paint. They do an excellent job. And the missed 3 gives Ohio another chance at a look on offense.
Let's go off a flame foot.
Both teams attacking the offensive glass very well in this game.
Mace, the triple, knocks it down. She was all alone.
That's just a breakdown defensively. You can't have that. Dee Brown was in the area, was not on the shooter. And those are names that are circled on the scouting report. Those players that can hit the three with consistency.
Mace on the MAC all-freshman team a year ago. Bailey, Dee Brown wide open. Bailey turns and fires. She'll hit it.
It was fun watching Jordan Bailey play in a game for the first time in over 650 days. I know that I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but Cece Hooks inside showing us why she is one of the best guards in the country.
Yeah, 689 days on Tuesday for Bailey, and to come out with 9 points,
yeah,
you're gonna be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I think she had a little bit of a slow start, and then she got things firing away quickly and goes in strong there. But the block against Hooks, and I think they said she went out of bounds. Or excuse me, the block, Hooks gets the block. You don't see that very often from the point guard position.
She's long and athletic. A couple of opportunities. Dee Brown has been open on the wing for the three. The Flames have looked her off. We'll see if that continues. Yaya Felder. Van Boel. Johnson puts it on the floor. A little floater. No good. Dee Brown, 2 seconds left. Brown lets it go in time, and it's good!
And that is how you...
Bailey as the bigs. Netta Lindstrom out there. She's been a three-point threat during her Liberty career. Coming out of Wyoming Community College, was heralded as just a knockdown triple shooter. Has not seen the exact same success in an LU uniform, but she has had moments where she can catch fire.
Yeah, one of the quicker releases I've ever seen. She can get the ball and put it up in under a second.
Williams seeking three. Lost control of it. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Liberty regroups, sending it. Bailey to the paint. Smuda turns, no good. This is going to go off Ohio hand, will remain with Liberty.
I'd love to talk about good post play. And Bella Smuda caught the ball high, turned and kept the ball high. And I know she missed that shot, but that's exactly what you want from Smuda against these smaller defenders.
Bailey, little floater's good. She's got that down. We've seen it last game against Belmont Abbey. Quick little drive into the paint and can let it fly.
She can score on the move. A lot of people like a set shot, but she's almost better when she's off of 1 foot.
Mya Berkman on her feet, hollering at the official. The three, no good. Rebound sitting there. Bailey battling for it. It's on the floor. And now it'll be handed off to Dee Brown. Nice work there by Gabby Burris trying to get to it. Bailey diving onto the court.
Yeah, you've got to love the hustle by Burris. That's exactly what coach wants to see.
Zipped. The triple. No good. Bella Smuda working for it. Dee Brown down hard. Mace is diving after it. Netta Lindstrom driving in. Throws it off the window. Bailey gets it back. They had a call. Didn't see the official. It's going to be a push off, and this will be Ohio ball.
And I must have missed that underneath. That's on Jordan Bailey. I guess they said that maybe she fouled while she was getting position for that backside rebound, but I missed it. But as you mentioned, you've mentioned the fouls already for Liberty. Just continue to rack those up.
No Flames in real foul trouble at this point. Everybody with one. They've shared the wealth in that area. Burris, down low to Mace. Foul on the floor against Lindstrom.
We're going to get a look at that foul right now. Netta Lindstrom on the drive, and they're saying that on the backside that Jordan Bailey pushed a little bit. I tend to disagree with that, but Coach Green will take a foul going for an offensive rebound any day of the week.
kick near boards. Not boards. I was calling Ohio hockey last night. You know, it's gonna filter over, actually. Ohio Bobcats taking on the Flames in hockey last night. Williams hooks, keeps that away. Burris throws it up, and it drops. That was a triple.
You only heard net on that one by Gabby Burris. That was beautiful. And a play that was almost completely taken over by the defense of Liberty turns into 3 points now for Ohio.
Van Boel guarding. Redstadt, the three, no good. Mya Berkman able to get the offensive rebound, takes it up strong. She'll head to the line.
3 defenders on Mya Berkman there going after the defensive rebound, but Mya ends up with the O board and another bucket. Liberty right now has just been dominating the offensive glass. 10 offensive rebounds have turned into 10 second chance points.
And Berkman knocks it down for the old-fashioned three-point play. 5-point Liberty lead. Hooks. Kicks it. Van Boel puts it on the floor. Burris, the three. It's good. And she has caught a little bit of fire. Back-to-back threes.
And the difficult part in playing Ohio for Liberty is that everybody plays the guard position on this Ohio team. So now you've got post players having to step out and defend the perimeter. They're not used to that.
Dee Brown trying to get over Burris. That was a no-go. Here's Erica Johnson. Burris. No good.
She needed the heat check right there, but that looked pretty coming off the flip back. Ready in motion, in rhythm, just not able to get it to fall.
Redstadt to Nena Lindstrom. High hedge. Lindstrom trying to send it to the post, no good. That was turned over once again, and we've seen that quite a few times from Liberty in this game. Johnson, deep. Kennedy Williams. Berkman wanting it. Little Euro step action. Dee Brown, another offensive rebound. Kicked out Lindstrom, near side. Kennedy Williams for three. That's going to be off. The Flames got hands on that quickly. Van Boel not pleased. And the Flames will regain possession.
Just a terrific play there by Bridget Redstadt, going after the ball, trying to get the tie-up. And instead, Van Boel steps out of bounds. Liberty ball.
Garnett and Felton coming back out onto the court for Ohio. Dee Brown down low quickly. Berkman finishes.
Yeah, it's that diagonal pass that's been working, and it's got to have, Liberty's got to do a very good job on the perimeter, finding that player on the top to get the diagonal pass to Berkman.
Felton puts on the floor, crosses over, and she'll travel. Big defensive stop for the Flames.
And it starts with Bridget Redstadt, who finds Dee Brown, who finds Berkman inside. Just very unselfish play by Liberty. And, you know, on the other side, I was just about to mention the fact Ohio is not a team that looks to pass very often. Only 6 assists in the game against Notre Dame. They were single assists in the game they played last year against Liberty, but they would much rather just drive and go. And there you see a turnover, turning in to 2 points for Liberty.
Yeah, good hands there from Bridget Redstadt, and she feeds it ahead to Brown. Erica Johnson, headband pass. Looking for Burris. Johnson passing the paint. Offensive foul. Gabby Burris getting called. A nice take by Mya Berkman.
Liberty is just on a great stretch right now. Offense.
Talented FGCU team in the ASUN Championship. FGCU favored it to do it again. Wouldn't be surprised if they did. It's just a quality team.
It was an incredibly deep team, and that is, I think, what we're seeing this season as well. A lot of different players who can come in and be impact players. We still haven't seen a few that we've been waiting for. Emma Hess being one, a terrific shooter from Ohio. I'm surprised she's not been in the game already.
Pass to the post, double team on Berkman. 4 seconds left. Deep look for Iverson, no good. Johnson picks it up. Gabby Burris all alone. Nobody covers her. Now they do. Hooks. Open look to her left. Now she takes it there. Little spin. Guarded well. Maddie Mace kicks it down low. Burris, reverse. It's good.
We talked about Ohio not being a great passing team in terms of number of assists per game, but there was a great indicator of their ability to find the open player.
D. Brown, mid-range J, no good for Iverson. Iverson cold to start this game, 0-4. Mace, again, putting it on the floor. Nice take to the hoop, no good. They wanted the foul, didn't come. Garnett has it. Hooks in the middle, trying to get free. Mace open from 3, too strong. Iverson. Mya Berkman getting the call. Offensive foul.
Yeah, it was a great setup. They were looking for that diagonal high-low pass again, a 1-4 set. And Mya Berkman, that's the frustrating part about playing with guards in the post, is that you don't get the same kind of positioning. You're playing against people who are 5'10", 5'11", and you're standing at 6'3".
Hooks putting that up with the right hand. Now Ohio on a run.
It's so funny how she prefers her other hand. She's a lefty, but would much rather go to the right and finish that way.
A take by Kennedy Williams. This will remain with LU.
And here's Kennedy Williams trying to play Cece Hooks not to go right. She goes left instead and finishes there with the right.
Nice inbounding here. Bridget Redstadt not pleased. She missed the give me.
Yeah, just some frustration. Some of the post players have had some easy looks inside and not able to put those down. Those are ones that you're going to watch on film after the game and see how many points you missed just by not concentrating.
And Redstadt off to an 0-5 start in this game. In a lot of ways, if you're a Flames fan, you got to be pleased the fact that you're leading by 2.
Right.
And perhaps your most dynamic offensive player is you have to put points on the board.
Yeah. You know, I like the fact that Redstadt is still going after it offensively. Coach Green mentioned this. We talked about sometimes the fact that Bridget can get into a little more inconsistent play. We've seen in recent years, sometimes she'll have 20 and then she'll kind of go quiet. But Coach Green said he wants to see her shooting way more than she does. He said that's been her problem, is she doesn't see herself as the scorer, and she needs to do that for this team.
Unforced turnover against LU. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the opening half of this ball game. Cece Hooks knifing her way in, off the glass and good. That was a tough basket.
And that's just tough. I mean, Kennedy Williams trying to guard that. That's a tough assignment.
6-0 run for the Bobcats as they tie it up. Goes to the post, swatted away from Berkman.
And I like the look, the high-low look, but how about Cece Hooks? Look, left to right, back off the glass. I mean, there's nothing you can do there if you're Kennedy Williams.
Redstadt guarded closely. Picks up her dribble. Kennedy Williams with it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Deep 2 off the front of the rim. Quickly sent ahead. Mace. Sent out. Johnson. Garnett takes it off the bounce. She drives in. Mace. Burris. Back to Mace. Great patience being shown here by the Bobcats. Burris from the free throw line. No good. Iverson came away with that ball. Mace was on top of it, it looked like.
Barely came away with that one.
$30-all. Smingy. Here Tavares Jackson yelling from the sideline. Defensive instruction. Iverson for 3. She knocks it down.
Liberty looked a little disjointed in that offense. Mya Berkman almost looked like she was frustrated and was not getting into position, and they were saved by the 3.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Garnett to Hooks. Hooks putting it on the floor, held on to, and Kennedy Williams. Foul called against her, and she's not happy.
There's the last 3 by Iverson.
Set out high, Hooks. Dropping it back, Johnson the 3. No good. Berkman the 4, and she's battling.
Well, that's a scenario where you know the scout. You saw Liberty communicating on the defensive end. They were going to overload the side where they knew the ball was going to go, and Bridget Retzat was left with 2. Excellent job of knowing the scout and executing.
4 seconds left. Retzat, the triple. That hit the front of the net. Looked like it went in. Not the case. So at the end of the opening half, it's 33-30 in favor of LU.
Yeah, back and forth this game has gone. We expected it to be.
Rawness goes to Abby Garnett and Kaylee Bamboul, but she's a young lady that is internally motivated and has done quite well.
Yeah, you know what I think you get from those kind of players is a steadiness. I think that's exactly what you see, and we've talked about the battle that's gone on between she and Kennedy down low, but look at the finish. I mean, it's up against a post player in the paint, goes in with the right hand again. She's a lefty and still gets it to fall.
Who needs to shoot threes when you can do that? Here's D. Brown. Looking to the post. Sent near side. Smingy. Johnson quickly out to cover. Brown looking to the post again. Quick hands coming there. Kept in by Retzat. Down low. Broken play. Turns into nothing. It looked like a bunny for Mya Berkman.
Those are those shots that Liberty's going to want back. And it almost looked like a broken play again, but somehow Berkman was able to get her hands on it, and a quick turnover by Ohio.
Yeah, miscommunication there. Burris in the corner, looking like it was going to be an open 3, but that slips through the fingertips. Brown. Boy, Hooks all over Bridget Retzat. Has almost taken away a couple of passes directed her way. Iverson. Smingy, the 3. No good. She goes after a rebound. Can't get it. Johnson ahead. Hooks. No good. Back to Burris. She'll go up with it. It doesn't fall. Retzat had somebody on her trail. That gets to D. Brown. I believe Retzat saw the official, thought it was a Liberty Flame. There's another pass. Soft passes to Retzat have almost resulted in 3 turnovers.
And I don't know how a foul was not called on that, with Bridget Retzat going to receive the ball. Her defender absolutely got in the way, but a great drive there by Johnson. She picks up the foul. And that's where Ohio has been successful, is on the drive. They have gotten Liberty off balance and able to draw fouls and head to the free throw line.
Johnson no good on the first.
There's dismal shooting right now from the free throw line for Ohio. 1 of 5 for the game.
Well, we mentioned it briefly. This is an Ohio team that went to the line about 30 times in last year's contest. Redstadt put it on the floor, and there's her first bucket of the game. Whistle being blown.
Basket still counts. I think they're saying the shot clock never started. Oh, they're going to look at time. And that's got to feel good for Bridger. Ill intent, nothing that they're going to call a flagrant for, but they do have that ability to go back and make that call, which led to the media timeout based on the new NCAA rules.
Is that the McFly rule?
That's a little bit of a flop, maybe.
Burris. Now Mace putting on the floor, looking to drive. It's Flames want to double dribble. No look. Burris, nice take.
And again, that's the advantage. You've got a post player with guard-like skills. Mya Berkman is not used to playing on that perimeter defense, and so Burris just goes to work. Great look.
Hooks defensively is so close to taking over this game. Foul coming here.
Yeah, there's the Burris. She can shoot the three, so you got to respect it. Look at that up and under. That's a post player clinic right there.
Foul on the floor. That going against Mace. 2 fouls on the day for her. Redstadt trying to lob it in. Somehow Berkman coming away with it. Now Hooks has it. CeCe Hooks attacking. Look at her roll. And offensive foul being called against Hooks. Dee Brown getting in position and taking that.
Huge in charge that Dee Brown has taken. And when you're playing at home in front of your home crowd, you haven't been beaten yet. These are big plays on the defensive end. Gets outside of the restricted area. They had to make sure that her heels were outside of it. Indeed, they were. And a quick turnover.
Yeah, coaching staff there just looking and like what's going on as Redstadt Hail Married it the length of the court. Berkman unable to get to it, and an unfortunate turnover against the Flames. They send it out. Mace. She was all alone again. This time she'll look to drive in. This is the second time it looks like she's double dribbled and gotten away with it. Smingy. Here's Iverson. Gets it deep. Brown almost taken away. Smingy had her foot on the line. The two no good. Iverson gets it back. She drives with it. Right-handed floater, knocks it down.
Yeah, I wondered if she was about to pass that up to Brown. I'm glad she took it herself in the paint.
Hooks. Offensive foul against Hooks again. It didn't look like the feet were set of Iverson.
And meanwhile, we're going to go to the Liberty side, and Iverson deciding whether or not to pass it out, takes it on her own, comes up with the two. And then she gets a big play on the defensive end, but the pass ahead, unfortunately not going down. Redstadt finding Priscilla. And then Mya taking it back.
Here's Redstadt. The triple is off target. Berkman, great play. Sends it in. Redstadt awkwardly puts that up and gets it to drop.
And she's trying. She is doing everything she can to help her team out in this situation. And an off-balance shot there. That's not what Ohio needs right now.
Yeah, step back triple, no good. Flames now 6-point lead. 4 turnovers in the last minute and a half by the Bobcats from the free throw line. And Berkman's going to be called as she takes down Hooks.
Bridget Redstadt cuts to the middle of the floor and just throws it up off the back of the rim, or off the backboard, excuse me, and able to get that one to fall. The percentage has not been great. She's 2 of 10 from the field, 0 of 5 from the three-point line, but still a lot of game left to play in this one, and she's been all over it. Makes a great defensive play there, just forcing Burris to dribble out of bounds.
You know, I think you're right. At first, I didn't know if there was a little old high school rivalry going on between these two, but yeah, it is. It's gone from a little bubble to we're simmering right now. Iverson to her left. Kick out. Kennedy Williams. Redstadt down low. Berkman. That's swatted away. Garnett came in with a hand.
Great play there by Garnett to pick up the block. Berkman was wide open.
Bodies flying left and right. Cece Hooks able to finish it off. And that goes off of Hooks. They give her a pat on the back. Great intensity coming from Hooks.
Great hustle there by Hooks. I was more impressed with the offensive rebound and put back against some post players down low. No fear in this guard.
Yeah, Felder checking in. Van Boel taking a seat. Iverson. Pick being set. Kennedy Williams, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Williams whips it out, sent near corner. Smingy doesn't get it to drop. Flames with it once again. They're attacking the offensive glass.
Yeah, that's been the difference in this game. It's the only reason that Liberty has been able to maintain the lead with the second and third chance opportunities.
Here's Smingy, 7 seconds, time winding down. Nice pass inside. In the court vision, she may not be getting it done in the points category, but Bridget Redstadt is just firing darts into the paint.
Yeah, delivering the ball with such accuracy, and that time Liberty just got Ohio too tired on defense. Burris wide open.
6 assists on the day for Redstadt. Smingy tried to send it in, and turnover again on a pass to the paint. Hooks off the side of the backboard, no good.
Hooks has got to be careful. She is drawing the contact. She is creating the contact with her defender. That could have been another charge if the official was in the right position to see it. And I love the way she attacks. Don't get me wrong. She's been able to be so successful.
Bobcats 5 turnovers in the last just about 4 minutes of play.
Still no Emma Hess in this game. I was thinking a solid outside shooter lined up on the same side as a Mya Berkman would be so important to get her those open looks, but she has yet to make an appearance.
Coach Green getting a little fired up.
And you don't see that very often. He looked at Jordan Bailey. She did not run the play that Coach Green called. Having been an assistant, I know what those hand motions mean. But that frustrates a coach when you come in at this time of the game.
Good read by Dee Brown. She falls, and travel is going to be called. But
good hustle.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of intensity on both sides defensively in this game.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been in this quarter. We've seen this at the beginning of the first quarter. There has been a battle, and you know that this game is important.
Hooks has a deep handoff. Garnett swatted away. The Ohio bench is getting to a boiling point. Dee Brown for 3. No good. Jordan Bailey.
Wow.
Hitting on our horse, able to get that offensive board.
That was just a hustle play right there by Bailey.
Iverson trying to work her way in. Play to the post. Smuda, kick out. Bailey, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Kennedy Williams going to be forced to make it happen. No good. Smuda, offensive board. Flames with it again. It's on the floor. Iverson on top of it. She's got it. Hands it off to Williams. Down low, Dee Brown. Goes up. It rattles in.
How about that for Liberty offensive possession?
Burris, open look from three, and she knocks it down. Back and forth it goes.
The defense has been sloppy out on the three-point line for Liberty. Burris has already hit a couple. You've got to be there on the catch. She just missed one on the last series, and she is such a capable shooter.
Knocked away from Brown. CC hooks. Nobody's going to catch her. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Iverson just getting a hand in there. Foul is called. Hooks, 1 of 4 on the night, heads back to the strike.
Yeah, Kennedy Williams, the step back isn't there, but then Bella Smuda on the ground. Iverson gets it, and then D. Brown wide open downtown, or down under, excuse me. And Kennedy finds her for the 2.
Hooks gets the first. This has been a back and forth game. We mentioned the turnovers moments ago for Ohio during a stretch. Liberty now 4 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, you'd think there was 1:54 left in the game with the intensity on the floor, and you can feel it in the stands. Both benches are on their feet. It's been an exciting game.
Iverson trying to work her way in. Kicked out. Bailey for 3. She's got it. Jordan Bailey.
We knew she'd be impressive in a Liberty uniform. She just needed an opportunity to get on the floor. She showed us what she could do last game against Belmont Abbey, showing us a little of her range tonight.
Bailey in just 6 minutes has 7 points.
Coach Green told me Jordan Bailey is one of the best additions to his team this season, and that is a big reason why. I just mentioned a few moments ago, Coach Green got on her because she didn't know what offense they were in. She made up for that right there. He can forget all about that. Getting on his player.
Inbound play, Boyd Garnett wide open for a moment. Sent ahead, bodies flying. Deep Brown after it. Iverson comes away. And this will turn into Bobcat ball. Coach Green wants explanation everywhere.
I almost think in that scenario, I think a foul could have gone either way, right? But I think right now the officials are very heightened to the fact that there's a lot of emotion on this floor right now. And if they don't take control, then it could get out of hand. And so honestly, I'm probably glad in this scenario that the officials made a call and Ohio gets the benefit.
Felton, no good on the second. Big offensive board. Erica Johnson, the 3. No good. Mace battling for it. Bailey there as well. It's still down. It's like a fumble. And now Erica Johnson comes away with it.
These are the 50-50 balls. They're so important.
They look to the post. Hooks almost has it taken away. She kicks it out. Corner look. Felton, no good. And a foul against Johnson.
I mean, what would this team be right now on the floor without Dee Brown in the game? She has been everywhere. For every loose ball, she's had her hands on it. I mean, just the intensity that she plays with.
Under a minute, third quarter. As you mentioned, it feels like this game's coming to an end, but we still got one more to go. Look at the moves! Kennedy Williams, Iverson for 3. It's good!
And that's all Kennedy Williams setting up that play. They came for the double. She was able to dribble her way out of it and find Iverson for the triple.
Mace driving in. Kicks out. Felton gives it a go. She gets tripped up. Dee Brown strips it away. Brown pushing ahead. Mace on her. Kennedy Williams, the 3 is off target. And that'll end the third quarter. It was a roller coaster. An 8-point Liberty lead at the end of 3. Kennedy Williams.
that Berkman is not back in the game. She only has 2 fouls. Leading scorer with 17 points.
Bailey, hands off D. Brown. Trying to get to the post. And this will be a turnover against the Flames.
And I have a feeling, just based on that call alone, that the conversation among the officials before this quarter was, we have got to tighten it up.
Mace. Bailey covering, Mace driving. Burris, triple, front of the rim. Bailey has it. And yeah, you're right, Kelly. They're going to lock down on the foul calls. Maddie Mace collecting her 3rd of the evening. Now, you're going to hear some unhappy people, though. It gets a little lax. It's difficult to come back and tighten the reins without some complaining. Bella Smuda, mid-range jumper, no good. But Bailey going hard after that. Body contact in the air. This will be a 50-50 ball, and it will go Ohio's way.
That was a great pass by Williams to Smuda in the air. Found the post player, and Smuda, she's more than capable of making that shot. That was a good look.
Erica Johnson with a 3. That's no good. Hooks the rebound. Mace, reverse, good. And she gets fouled by Smuda. She'll head to the line.
Well, we talked so much about the extra effort on the offensive glass, and Ohio just picked up big time, getting the offensive a seat as Mya Berkman comes back in.
Mace shooting 1. No good. Berkman the board.
Thought she was about to take that up. See, that's a new part of her game.
We've seen Redstadt do that, but yeah, a little bit of a difference in the handles. Bailey, the handoff. D. Brown driving in. Nice little handoff, Berkman.
And that's when it's been successful, when the guards can get their feet in the paint to draw that other defender and then find the post player inside. That was all D. Brown setting up that play.
There's Mace again, and blocking foul, this going against Berkman.
And that's only because she's inside the restricted circle. And here's D. Brown getting into the paint. Look at that, drew the defenders. Mya Berkman's defender comes over to help just for a second, and Berkman's open. Free throw woes continuing for Ohio, 5 of 12 now. And again, we mentioned it earlier, Rhett, this was the area they won the game against Liberty back in Ohio last season, was from the free throw line, got there 30 times, 31 potentially, and that was the reason that they won by 4.
Well, full court pressure coming. Iverson drops it back. Brown, far side. Kennedy Williams. Liberty setting up offensively. Deep Brown, open look from 3. She knocks it down.
And Iverson had lost a shoe, so Liberty was down 1, and Deep Brown just takes advantage. Why set up an offense when you got that?
Johnson throws it up, and a little circus act will fall.
Yeah, I thought a few times Johnson has been forcing some shots. We saw that she was successful earlier in the first half, but that one, she was able to get it going, and now the extended three-point line is the woe for D. Brown there. She steps out of bounds. This is the last possession. That 3 did go down for Brown, and a big one at that.
Turnover going against D. Brown, her 4th of the night. Eight-point Flames lead. Doesn't feel like it. Maddie Mace, nice little hesitation, driving in, swatted away by Berkman.
Great timing there by Berkman to be patient on the block and not draw the foul.
to the corner, the triple, bamboo. That's pure.
That's a good play right there. You've got on the baseline, Jordan Bailey trying to decide if she's going to defend the three-point shooter or the guard inside. She chooses the guard, gets hit by the screen, and an open look.
Iverson, kick out. Williams, she's not going to take that three, handing it off. Iverson feeling it. That's short.
And you got to turn and stop the ball when CC Hooks has it there. I don't like picking her up at the three-point line.
Lane's not guarding the arc. Yeah, this is going to be a travel against Jordan Bailey. A little stutter step there, and will result in a turnover.
And here is that play. Beautiful execution. Bailey gets caught by the screen because she's got to be careful of that screener going to the bucket. So really well read by Ohio.
Hooks looks three. They swing it around. Johnson trying to get a little space. Throws it up. It looked good for a moment, but rattles around and pops out. Red Stat set to check in for LU. Here's D. Brown with it now.
Jordan Bailey, after the screen, needs to roll. She's going to a position. I thought she'd be wide open on that free throw line.
Iverson kicks out. No good. That was Williams rather with a kick out. Iverson missing on the three.
You got to stop the ball.
Pushing. They allow her right into the key. Ball on the floor. This will be Liberty ball.
Yeah, just really poor transition defense for Liberty in general. Coach Green is going to go back and tag all the times that CC Hooks was unguarded until the three-point line. With a player like her, you need to stop her earlier, especially with the way that Ohio can run in transition. You get one person on the ball handler, and it can slow it down.
Here comes the full court pressure once again. Sent ahead, Smingy. Iverson now working with it. Gets it. Red Stat.
There.
Nice little pass inside to Bailey, and another apple going by the way of Red Stat.
We've seen so many of those diagonal passes to Berkman, but a great play and setup. And then Johnson with the answer. She has been so tough, and we expected that. We knew that tandem of Johnson and Hooks was going to be a great pairing in the backcourt. That it has been impressive.
11 now for Johnson. The first one I called a circus shot. Maybe not. Tremendous body control. Mid-range look, no good for Williams. Johnson, 5-point deficit. Burris, it's good. Blocking foul as well.
And on that scenario, Iverson was there, her feet were set, but she did not fall over. And oftentimes that's all you need to do. Great pass ahead. Burris gets it. Look at in position, does not take the contact. If Iverson takes the contact and falls over, she gets the charge. I imagine she's being told that by the official right there.
This game tightening up, an 8-point Liberty lead moments ago. An opportunity for that to be trimmed to 2, and it is. Burris now 16 points on the day, 6 of 14 shooting. They look inside to Red Stat. Foul is coming on the floor. Oh, this has been a battle the whole way through. It's a 2-point Liberty lead. We'll be back after the break. It's off the court.
I think she got maybe a knee or some body part to the knee, which from experience I can tell you is not fun at all. So painful. Watch the hustle play though. Gets on the ground.
Oh, I think it was knee
and
on knee
yeah,
right there.
Even with the knee pad.
She's walking
better
now.
Yeah.
That's good. Good to see.
Yeah.
You hate to see those potential injuries early, and you hate to see it,
right.
period.
Right.
But early in the season it's just,
I mean, this is some good basketball. I have no doubt that the MAC absolutely loves this team from Ohio, and that is why they put them as the preseason favorite.
Erica Johnson dancing. Ohio down 2. Cece Hooks travels. Well, hey, we want to take a quick sec here and point out, we mentioned her last game. Bria Busby has been able to come and attend this game, battling leukemia, redshirting this year for LU.
Yeah, she came over to talk to us. We were so excited to see her. Said she and her family made the trip yesterday. They'll leave tomorrow. And this season is really dedicated to Bria Busby, and the fact that she has not been able to be on the floor. She found out that she had leukemia for the second time early this season, and she will be out getting special treatment and her T cells, and we just wish her all the best. We're praying for her family, praying for recovery, and I know that these girls just love having her here on the bench tonight.
Berkman trying to go up hard. She does, and she'll head to the line.
Yeah, I don't think Mya Berkman can sit on the bench anymore because her presence on the floor, whether or not she hits that shot, it's too valuable. Because look at this. Watch how many people are around her. So 1, trying to get the ball, 2, coming. I mean, that's multiple people on her in one scenario. That is what she has done because of her play game in and game out. She garners that kind of attention.
And Berkman, don't want to jinx her, has a new career high with 22.
I was wondering where you were going with that. Well done. I don't think it'll last for long.
That looked no good. Liberty, opportunity here to lengthen the lead. They're up by 5. I wonder if the battle of attrition is going on right now. Berkman, they triple team her. She still has it. She's going to go back to the stripe. Bamboul just frustrated. I don't know how I'm supposed to defend her, basically, is the information coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, and that play is there because, first of all, Berkman runs the floor. So she gets into position, and then Kennedy Williams brings the ball up fast across half court so she can see there. No defense was able to be set. The reason that pass has not been there from that position is because there's too much help defense. Nothing there. Kennedy finds her, and Liberty needs more of that.
7-point Liberty lead. Handed off. Mace doesn't take the 3. Burris, she is having herself a game. That one won't fall for her. Williams now starting to slow things down. Kick to the corner. Sent around. Liberty, tons of time to work with here. Redstadt tries to get that deep. Smingy can't collect it. Body's on the floor.
So I think that's a scenario right there where Coach Green would have said to Redstadt, take that shot. No need to pass it inside to Berkman. Go ahead and take that ball away ahead. She passes the ball in the right place. Yeah, she hasn't scored, but she's done everything she has been able to do to give Liberty this lead and let them maintain it.
Mace out top. Burris hesitates, trying to drive in. It's kicked out to Johnson now. Johnson behind the back, trying to send it deep. Berkman was there. Body's on the floor. 50-50 ball. This should go the way of the Flames, and it does.
Smingy with some great on-ball defense there with Johnson. Johnson's been able to get by anybody, and Smingy with her length did a terrific job at slowing her down.
A quick turnover. No good. Hooks misses. Offensive board is taken in. You wonder if the legs are starting to grow weary for the Bobcats. Shot starting to miss. A foul on the floor. You look at the minutes, Hooks at 36, Mace 31, Johnson 36, Burris has played 35, and they haven't been easy minutes in a blowout. You have been working hard in this game.
Yeah, I love this Ohio team. I'll tell you, Coach Bolden has to be so excited about the potential for this team this year. They've had a brutal road stretch to start the season at Notre Dame, at Liberty. They go
Cincinnati
to Cincinnati. That's a great program. So they're going to be battle tested on the road. And this one is far from over. And with the way that Ohio has been playing defense and continuing to get turnovers, we could see this lead slip away.
Here comes Williams. 2.5 minutes left in this game. Kennedy driving off the glass, no good. Up court quickly, hands in the air by Redstadt, bodies flying. This ball going in the way of LU. Or pardon me, is that being turned over? They're calling it a kick, it looks like, on D. Brown. The back official coming in late and reversing it.
Yeah, they called a foul.
And shooting two. CC Hooks. 6-point game. Hooks, no good. She has struggled from the line. You can tell she's frustrated.
Yeah, we'll get a look at this in the replay. I'm not sure that anybody could call a foul on that. Two people going for the ball. So it was not D. Brown in question. It was Redstadt.
5-point game. This one bombed out. Redstadt. Van Boel covering. Redstadt, no good. Gets the offensive rebound. She's going to dribble it out. Can she hold on? Yes, she can.
Timeout.
Timeout being called here by Carrie Green. And when you're cold, you're cold.
Yeah.
Redstadt. She could make ice cubes right now. It's just in that 27-28 range as well.
And then you got Smingy with 20, another starter for Liberty. But yeah, Carrie Green does not often play 6 or 7 people at large, and he's played about 8 or 9, but not everyone has had significant minutes.
Here's Iverson. She'll throw up a triple. No good. Mace gets it. She starts to roll. Mace gets it in cleanly. They wanted contact. It didn't come. And now the lead is down to 3 for LU.
And that's the difficult part when you go after your shot. Iverson tried to follow her shot, but she was the player back. So somebody else should have gotten back on defense.
They look to send it into Berkman. Flames come away with it. Kennedy Williams, somehow she was there. Low again. Berkman has it stripped away. Can't get up with it. Cleanly taken. CC Hooks in transition with her left. It drops.
Great attack by Hooks. I mean, you're starting to see just weary faces right now. This has been a battle. Liberty with some back-to-back turnovers.
Kennedy Williams given right to Erica Johnson, an opportunity now for the Bobcats to take the lead. They have battled all the way back on a 6-0 run.
Liberty right now needs to be careful not to overhelp. You've got to know personnel in this situation.
Hooks, and it slips out of her hand. Shot clock, game clock about the same. Redstadt controlling, and a foul being called against Hooks. Four fouls for Hooks, 4 fouls for Mace.
And 4 points for Ohio based on 2 Liberty turnovers back to back. Hooks goes and takes that one. Almost misses the layup, but what a game she has had.
Iverson, no good on the first. Only 45% from the line a year ago. Iverson. A big shot. She knocks it down.
And a timeout will advance the ball. And Coach Bolden will get 19 seconds starting from the half-court line to try to draw up the play.
All the shooters out there currently for Ohio. Bamboul steps onto the court. They look for the inbound play. Iverson almost had it. Hooks driving off a hand. Mace, 14 seconds left. She tries to go up with it. And a foul coming here. This will be against Mya Berkman.
Plenty of time on the clock, too. But here's the drive by Maddie Mace. And Berkman in position, but I believe that she was inside that restricted area.
She had a foot inside. One foot was partially inside the restricted area. 1-point game. Mace, third-year freshman. Hard to believe. Doesn't knock down both. Berkman has it. And a timeout called. Well, as efficient as Mya Berkman is from the line, you wouldn't have been disgruntled with her taking the spot on. One of the best games we've seen in a couple of years here in Lynchburg. D. Brown looks to inbound. They throw it towards the basket, goes off the rim. D. Brown gets it. And then D. Brown knocked down by Erica Johnson after the whistle.
She may have saved herself a technical foul by going to pick up D. Brown off the floor. By the look on this, so that was accurate, and that was called an intentional foul. And anybody can shoot this one. They called it an intentional 4. And then Liberty will get the ball back on at the half-court line. And Mya Berkman, you mentioned that she's so solid from the free throw line.
This is the first. She's been on in this game, and she misses the second. Liberty does get the ball back.
I mean, if you're an Ohio fan, what a turn of events here.
Yeah. Well, what could have been a nail in the coffin has now turned into an open door for Ohio.
And interesting that Berkman goes out of the game here. I guess you just want ball handlers on the floor, and almost a turnover.
I believe the call is that she crossed the plane into the out-of-bounds area. You give credit, though. You mentioned the inbound defense of the Bobcats is difficult to break. Redstadt has it. She gets taken down. Redstadt will now head to the line. So a night of tough shooting for her. There's an opportunity. Kendall Hale checking in. She's being brought in for fouling opportunity if needed. Also has the ability to knock down the 3. First one good for Bridget Redstadt. That was a big basket for her. 2-point Liberty lead. 8.1 seconds left, and the second one good for Redstadt.
I'll tell you what, she will take those 2 free throws over a bad shooting night any day of the week. She hasn't shot well, but she's done everything.
D. Brown, Iverson, Kennedy Williams, Redstadt, and Smingy. Let's see what the Bobcats draw up here. That was their last timeout, none remaining. Johnson, inbound, CC Hooks. Looks to drive, kicked out, Hale, holding on, burst, the 3, no good. Redstadt has it, and the Flames will hold on.
And that's redemption for the Lady Flames. Ohio took them down, lost by 4 last season, and Liberty